Now this year, as always, CES will allow participants to see cutting-edge tech and the latest product launches. It's also going to enable attendees to engage with global brands and startups from around the world without leaving your home or office.
Many of us are no strangers to the CES Expo Hall, and while this year our feet will get a break, with the shift to an all-digital platform, we're able to connect with both our existing audiences as well as new faces from around the world. So for those experiencing CES for the first time, we just want to welcome you.
Pro tip here for you watching at home. We love that you're tuned in. And we love that you're trying to capture everything you can all at once. But if you can't get it all, video on demand, transcripts, and other resources will all be available after each of the conferences. So no worries if you can't be in two places at once.
And of course, remember, come on back to the stream when the conference ends, because we'll be able to help you guys navigate your way throughout and all of the next couple of days. We have so much content coming up. We're also going to be sharing this desk with Naomi Cal and Brian Tong, who will be taking over later today and throughout the rest of the event.
They are two fantastic people, and everything is highly sanitized between shifts, so yes. We are excited about that. This is CES 2021. Thanks for watching.
Dear friends, in 2016, Kevin Kelly predicted that in the future, every surface could be made into a screen, and we would all become people of the screen. When I heard this sentence, I knew that the shift must be inevitable. Yet, I also thought that it was still very remote. However, 2020, burdened by the pandemic, has changed that perspective. The evidence of that is in the fact that you and I meet across the screen today and experience the first online CES in history. We are bearing witness of each other become the people of the screen, Kevin Kelly predicted.
Beyond television, laser display technology will change the way of display and create entirely new scenarios. Laser display is a technology with a potential for stereoscopic display, starting from AR/VR, vehicle-mounted display, and other fields. We will break through the flat display, move forward spatial stereoscopic display, and eventually realize a three-dimensional holographic display.
At LG, we will never stop innovating to bring you more convenience, more entertainment, and more ways to keep you safe so that you can live your lives to the fullest, whatever changes may come.
And we're making caring for your health more convenient with our new line of portable solutions, like our new category of wearable air purifier technology, designed to deliver convenient personal protection, portability, and peace of mind wherever you go.
Life at home has changed over the last year, and television usage has increased dramatically. We're watching more live TV, streaming more, and gaming more. In light of these trends, providing an unparalleled entertainment experience is even more relevant, and nothing does this better than an LG OLED TV. The OLED Evo, which features our most advanced panel and processor. After OLED TVs were introduced, the first evolution occurred when 4K OLED HDR was launched, providing a new level of realism. Now, OLED Evo, found in our new G1 Gallery series, builds upon that, bringing a new luminous element that offers high brightness, punchy images with high clarity, detail, and realism. The new TV lineup, which includes an 83-inch screen size, will also be equipped with the Alpha 9 Gen 4 AI intelligent processor. With powerful upscaling using deep learning, it makes all content look better. It also includes AI Picture Pro, which can detect objects and backgrounds within scenes, process each separately for clearer text and better image rendering. It can also optimize picture quality by automatically detecting content genre, scene conditions, and ambient lighting conditions. QNED with mini LED backlights will be available in both 4K and 8K series in screen sizes ranging from 65 to 86 inches.
At Bosch, using technology to improve people's lives is at the core of our strategic imperative, invented for life. While climate action costs money, doing nothing will cost even more. Ladies and gentlemen, 18 months ago, we announced our intentions to make all Bosch locations carbon neutral by the end of 2020. And we kept our promise and were the first global industrial enterprise to have achieved this. We want to harness the potential of artificial intelligence to improve people's lives. And to achieve this aim, we have created an AI code of ethics for our development and application of AI, especially in cases of doubt and dilemma. Ultimately, though, we will only be able to tap the full potential if we can convince people of the benefits of AI, and above all, build trust in this technology. In recent months, this has meant a focus on developing and producing technological solutions for the fight against the virus. Bosch is investing heavily in promising technologies in our workforce and in our operations. We're doing this to ensure our competitiveness in a world where climate change and the global pandemic are accelerating transformation and change. Our investments underscore the deep commitment we have to our role in creating a sustainable world for future generations, as well as our commitment to the future of our business. And, in fact, we see no conflict between these. In our view, sustainability and profitability are two sides of the same coin. Health is about more than just treating and preventing disease. With this in mind, we are premiering a new AI-enabled sensor for devices that many of us use to stay in optimum form: wearable fitness trackers. Bosch Sensor Tech has developed an evolutionary and revolutionary self-learning motion sensor that adds artificial intelligence to portable devices. Among other things, it enables them to recognize and record any type of fitness activity that is based on repetitive cyclical patterns. And thanks to the use of Edge AI, where AI runs on the sensor itself, not only latency and power consumption are minimized, but user data remains fully private since it doesn't need a cloud connection or tethered smartphone to work.
By 2030, our goal is to reduce these emissions along our entire value chain by 15%. This is not a number we came up with on our own. We agreed to this goal with the Science Based Targets Initiative, an international partnership set up to facilitate swift climate action in the private sector. In particular, we're focusing on powerful vehicle computers, which will take over from the multitude of individual control units used today. Our goal is to get new vehicle functions on the road significantly faster in the future, make cars more intelligent, and provide drivers with tangible benefits.
But what if that home and those technologies in it were actually built around you? At Samsung, we're always finding ways to do just that. It's that inspiration and our focus on you that led us to our fridge lineup called Bespoke. We started with a simple idea: to give you the ability to change the color and type of your fridge, custom fit to your lifestyle. Now, we're expanding on that inspiration to bring Bespoke to the US for the first time. Come and see.
But it's been a year like no other because of the way in which we have collectively taken on those challenges with resilience, spirit, and an astonishing capacity to adapt. And while it's impressive, it's not surprising because adaptability has always been a core principle at Panasonic. We are constantly moving forward, turning extenuating circumstances into extraordinary opportunities, as we have done for more than 100 years.
We believe that the potential for innovation is everywhere. It's in partnerships. It's in the energy of emerging cultural moments. It's in the ever-changing world environment and in the needs of humanity. It's that belief that continues to move us forward to create technologies that result in a better life and a better world for our customers.
Well, I think the year was in a way tragic. You know, we've seen the world struggling with the pandemic. We've seen people lose their loved ones, pressure on their work, pressure on their daily lives. And I think we've also seen the best. We've seen people coming together. We've seen tremendous innovation actually being used at scale. So I'm also hopeful that it will change the healthcare systems for the better. And I'm hopeful that it will bring people closer together.
We've started to create these pilots of virtual access stations, which really are able to take familiar community settings. It could be in a retail environment where you bring together a consumer or a patient with access to a virtual connection to a care provider. These are HIPAA compliant. These are typically sort of using an existing network of providers as well as insurance companies. And this is something that is very easy to scale. So we're excited to see that go. Yeah. And as an innovation company that's an innovator both in consumer health and professional health, our commitment is to be part of the journey and enabling that upliftment of the standard of care for consumers.
Our brand positioning, pioneering in big screen AIoT, reflects Swagawa's goal of bringing not only the most advanced audiovisual technology to consumers around the world, but also top-notch AIoT ecosystem, technology, operating systems, and the products to the global market.
Dolby Vision IQ automatically solves those problems. Leveraging the unique dynamic metadata found in Dolby Vision content and the ambient light sensor inside the TV, Dolby Vision IQ understands how bright or dark the room is to intelligently display every detail of what you are watching to create a perfect picture in your room at every moment.
Canon is very proud to be here amongst the world's greatest leaders in innovation and is excited to work together, collaborate, and innovate to solve the global challenges faced in order to come out of this pandemic together. Now, perhaps more than ever, technology and innovation could not be more important. This is a time when inspiration and what you'll see at CES this year is critical.
We are making people's lives easier by giving them a full category connected devices that enable them to interact in a real time with their gadgets and communicate with their friends. Simply put, we want people to experience more.
Display greatness is at the core of our philosophy of everything we are doing. TCL is widely known for its award-winning television and panel manufacturing expertise. So we put a special focus on delivering flagship quality display technologies to our customers in an impressive array of affordable mobile products. We look at our mobile devices every day for an average of 7 hours, so our viewing experience should be the best quality possible. We at TCL are taking our vision seriously to display greatness in all we do. Everybody is spending more and more time every day watching at displays, and it's our mission to bring in an outstanding and safe visual experience to each of our products.
The MBUX Hyperscreen reinvents how we interact with the car. It's stunning on the outside, super intelligent on the inside. It's the nerve center that connects everyone in the car with the world inside and outside.
Magna's approach to bringing power to the wheels best serves manufacturers of both ICE and electrified vehicles in this transitional time. Whether working with established automakers or newcomers like Fisker and partners now like LG Electronics, we all share the vision of making sustainable mobility a large-scale reality. And we couldn't be more excited to find a partner in LG and announce our joint venture. Together, we will target the fast-growing global market for electric powertrains.
The market for electric and clean energy vehicles is projected to grow exponentially, and LG has been developing related components products such as motors and inverters, delivering to a wide variety of customers' needs.
Kohler's vision of smart home technology is this continued expansion of the portfolio. Meaningful technologies will continue to find their way into products, and that doesn't have to mean app and voice control. That can mean these clever innovations in terms of automation, and it's all focused on moments made better, trying to make consumers' lives a little bit simpler, a little bit easier throughout the day, and making sure we're not doing tech for tech's sake.
So this is why it's, from a technological point of view, so crucial to do really the hard work, is not combine all the sensors at the beginning and do a kind of a low-level fusion, which is easy to do. It is forget about the radars and lidars, solve the difficult problem of doing an end-to-end, standalone, self-contained, camera-only system, and then add the radars and lidars as a redundant add-on. I think robotaxi would be somewhat of a game change when they'll be ubiquitous, because removing the driver from the equation could reduce the cost of transportation considerably, even rival the cost of public transportation. But having a consumer AV, that is completely disruptive. That's completely game-changing. And I believe that 2025 will start seeing it. That we need to build technology that will take information, data collection from cars, but has to be very, very low bandwidth. Because if it's not low bandwidth, we will not be able to convince our car makers to cooperate with us and send the high bandwidth data to the cloud, because it costs a lot of money, right? So we're talking about 10 kilobytes per kilometer. It's really nothing from a cost of, it's $1 a year on an average kind of mileage.
So this year at CES, we're introducing our first remote patient monitoring service from Omron. It's called VitalSight. It's designed specifically for hypertension management. Omron created VitalSight for more active condition management and more patient-to-physician dialogue. If you're one of those patients, we've created VitalSight to help you live a longer, healthier life. We created it to save your life.
Going for zero means helping those at greatest risk of heart attack and stroke. We've been working to develop our own remote patient monitoring service for some time, and now we're rolling it out with our very first health system partners. And VitalSight is the first remote patient monitoring service from Omron Healthcare. With over 40 years of category study and innovation, Omron is the global leader in blood pressure monitoring and personal heart health technology. So we felt it was our obligation to create a remote patient monitoring program for hypertension. And what makes VitalSight unique is that it is specifically designed for hypertension management and developed to foster greater patient-to-physician communication and data sharing. This has been shown to improve treatment engagement and health outcomes. We knew that physicians and their patients were looking for an easy-to-use, accurate service. So we made VitalSight simple, easy, and effective. Once patients receive a kit delivered to their home that includes an Omron connected blood pressure monitor and data hub, they can immediately start using VitalSight, knowing they are securely sharing their health data with their physician and care team. So it was important that we made the VitalSight kit plug and play and ready to use right out of the box, without the need for Wi-Fi or any separate cellular connection. And if you've been following Omron over the past 3 years, you know that we have invested in developing tools to gain a more complete picture of heart health data and to safely store, track, and share that data so it can be used to enhance treatment plans and to work to improve health outcomes.
Safety for our drivers that ultimately transfers to cars has happened here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Most recently, the NTT IndyCar Series came out with an aero screen that protects our open-wheel drivers from any objects that could fly into their cockpits. It was tested last year for the first time in competition and proved to be very, very successful.
At Energy Systems Network, our focus is on building partnerships to accelerate technology commercialization and solve real-world problems. And that's exactly what the India Autonomous Challenge seeks to do. Harnessing the power of prize competitions to attract the best and brightest minds from around the world to further the state-of-the-art of safety and performance of automated vehicles. The response to this call to action has been remarkable, with 30 university teams signing up to compete. These teams represent top engineering programs from 14 US states and 11 countries.
CES is a great opportunity for us to connect with new business partners that are making breakthroughs in areas like autonomous vehicles and underground tracking systems. When we combined our collective efforts, we're able to more quickly advance the technology offerings that we have for our customers. We're not changing who we are, but we certainly are a different company today than we were just a few years ago. We have great people doing amazing things, and we're going to continue to invest in that work because it's important. It's good for our customers, and really it's about building a better world. There's so much left to discover, and we're excited to be at the forefront.
That as a global community, we confronted a lot of those challenges together, and more, we witnessed how technology innovation really rushed in to provide a myriad of solutions really across the economy. And I would even go further to say, saved a lot of lives and is continuing to save lives. I think the electric truck market is a huge swing factor in the success of the electric vehicle market in the United States. And that just opens up so many different interesting opportunities. And I'm going to be looking for new applications beyond consumer mobile broadband, like industrial IoT applications that are eventually going to allow 5G to really overlay the entire global economy and empower so many existing ancillary trends like smart cities.
Robotics is another area with mass innovation impacting a variety of sectors globally, and is also, again, one of the most exciting and my favorite areas of CES. There are cleaning robots disinfecting stores, to airplanes, to hospitals, autonomous delivery services using robots and drones to deliver packages to consumers and medical supplies to those in need. And we've also seen more advancements in robots conducting commercial tasks such as stocking shelves and even cooking. And of course, as the pandemic continues, robots have aided the healthcare industry with many tools to limit their exposure to the virus, such as robot triage, which I mentioned earlier. Remote collaboration tools have pretty much become mandatory, and we're seeing more and more conference rooms equipped with them, but also the use of advanced technologies such as augmented and virtual reality devices are on the rise to help facilitate live events, meetings, but also employee trainings.
We need additional personalized and modular spaces in our homes to do these different things. At Schneider Electric, we fully recognize these 4 challenges, and we are very excited to share our solutions and innovations to address them directly.
Wiser Energy automatically identifies appliances and devices that use power, such as a refrigerator or oven. It can track every load plugged into a Square D X and XD range connected power socket, as energy monitoring is included inside by default. Using Wiser, homeowners can easily track the energy usage of their appliances and devices, get notified when they turn on and off, and create goals to track savings. By having access to this real-time energy monitoring, homeowners are able to adjust their habits, turn off the devices, and therefore reduce the overall consumption.
While the COVID-19 pandemic continues to rage worldwide, Taiwan's success in preventing the spread of COVID-19 enables startups, enterprises, and investors in Taiwan to maintain face-to-face interaction, and that stimulates innovation to overflow and accomplishes many outstanding tech startups in the midst.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Taiwan Tech Arena, also known as TTA, which aims to champion entrepreneurship and innovation with the goal of building a vibrant global startup ecosystem in Taiwan. This year at CES 2021, TTA, along with 31 partners, have brought over 100 startup teams to unveil the latest innovation to the world. The startups are divided into 5 categories: smart living, tech for good, cybersecurity and cloud solutions, healthcare and wellness, and mobility tech. You can watch TTA's latest video here, which includes the startup interviews. And here are the CES Innovation Award sessions, where there are a total of 23 startup teams that have won the startup awards since 2018.